welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad you got a hold of me to be on here.
Yeah, now, you won a race over the weekend. What are you guys running? Are those modifieds?
Yeah, they're dirt modified. Some people call them UMPs. They're just pretty much now, they're called, it started as an economy class, but pretty much now if you put big tires on, it's late model without fenders.
Now, how long have you been racing?
This is my 4th year.
And what did you actually start racing? Did you start in the modifieds, or where did you originally start at?
Yeah, I actually started in the modifieds. When I was little, I raced go-karts. I raced that about 7 times or so, and then the boys got tired of me winning, so they started taking me out and spinning out. So it wasn't fun anymore, so that's when I started playing all my sports.
Were you running champ karts, or what kind of stuff were you running?
No, they're just little, it was on a dirt track.
Flat karts?
Little go-karts.
And now, then when you got into the modifieds, obviously, Deana had to see a huge change coming out of the karts.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a lot of experience in the karts. I was going out of the race probably 7 times, so really just got thrown into it. We started in a leaf spring kart. My dad wanted me just to get used to racing a little bit before we went to the four-wing bar, and that really did help out. We got a lot of seconds my first year, got a lot of experience that I needed. And then we went to the four-wing bar, and I really enjoyed the four-wing bar a lot better. It took a little bit to get used to, getting up on the bars. It was really, physically, I didn't realize how much it was on your body. Mm-hmm. So after that next year, then I took the gym a little more seriously.
Did you really? So you started to work out more?
Yeah, I mean, I've always worked out and stuff, but for sports and racing is a whole different ballgame. I mean, you're going into a turn and you're getting swung across into the right side of the seat. Sometimes it's rough. And my seat, it's not the most comfortable seat, and it kind of comes up with my arms and stuff. So I have to deal with that. And me being a female, I'm a lot smaller than all the other drivers. So the other drivers probably got like 100-some pounds on me. So I got to make up for that, too.
Now, do you run at certain tracks, or tell us about some of the tracks you run? Are you running at a local weekend series, or tell us a little about the tracks you're at?
Yeah, we started off my second year. We just wanted to stay close to home. We went to Elkin Speedway, which is probably 2 hours up the road, and that's Friday night. Saturday night, we went to Roy Knob Speedway. It's a half an hour up the road, and Dad wanted to make sure that we were competitive at our local tracks before we went traveling. And now we travel around a lot of different places. We're running a Renegade of Dirt Tour.
Okay, sure. Now, you're seeing a lot more competition, obviously, with that series, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the best guys on the East Coast. We have Bart Hartman, which is a World 100 winner. He's racing at Bobby Kitchens.
Wow.
Often comes up from North Carolina.
So does that help you, Deana, step up? I mean, your game, when you know you're going in there against the best in there, I mean, you get strapped in that car and you look and you see the guys that are around you. I mean, obviously you've got to really step up your game, don't you?
Yeah, you really do. And this is only my 4th year, so I'm still learning a lot. But racing with these guys, I mean, these are the best of the best, so I know they're going to race me clean. I pick up a lot of different things from watching them. And Bobby Kitchens, Bart, and we have the same cars this year. It's an Outlaw by Shaw.
Okay.
Bart designed it this year, so they've really been helping me out. My dad raced for 25 years, so I was always around that. All the guys know me from all the sports and helping out on the cars and stuff.
Did your dad race up there in West Virginia?
Yeah, he did. He quit racing my second year. He races, we build dirt modifieds, GRS modifieds they're called. He raced big races and stuff. He won down in Florida a couple years ago at the Winter Nationals.
Yeah. I know your dad. I remember him. You said you had family down here in Jacksonville, too, or?
Yes, I did. On my mom's side.
Okay.
My family lives in Daytona Beach, too.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're up here in Jacksonville Beach, so we're a little bit ways up north there. So your father raced now. You guys are building cars together. I know you drive, and you're also a fabricator, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
we ever since I was in high school, Dad started the business, I think, in 1999, and I was always in the shop whenever I wasn't off at my games or something in the shop, helping do the body work, putting the front ends together. Last year I was in my own, the GRS modified, but this year he took a step back and wanted to really concentrate on my racing.
Nice.
The Junior Nolans and 2 big brother helped us out, and that's what we're in an Outlaw by Shaw by him this year.
Does that help you a lot, Deana, too, as far as being, a driver, but, putting these cars together? I mean, obviously, a fabricator, you're going, ground up and doing a lot of the fabrication and seeing the cars. I mean, does that help you, too, obviously, driving the cars and then knowing, how these things are put together and what they're made out of?
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you don't know what's under your car, you don't know what changes to make, what the car is doing. It really takes a lot of time. I mean, there's a lot to a race car, and there's just so much you can change, a couple bars here and there to make it better, or you can go complete the other way with it. So knowing exactly what's on my car, and so that's helped me out a lot.
And how about working with your dad? Obviously, he's got the experience, as you talked about it, he's got the experience behind the wheel. But how about your communication with your dad? Obviously, being on the dirt track, it can change so quickly, a lot more than it does on pavement. You don't really see the pavement change as much as dirt can and how quick it does. But are you able to really converse that back to your dad when the changes and what things need to be made? Or can you just tell your dad, hey, this is what needs to be done? Tell us a little bit how you guys work between that.
Well, now, since I am in my fourth year, I'm getting the hang of stuff, what the car is doing, what changes we do need to make. But Dad, he's really good. He's watching from the outside. He can see exactly what the car was doing. So he comes in, we go talk about it, what I think the car was doing, or if he thinks it was doing something else. But he lets me make a lot of calls. I made a tire choice our last Renegade race, and it was the wrong call, but I made it, so he let me take that call. So,
now, when you say when you make the wrong call, well, give us an example. What exactly happened? I mean, and how did that change? What happened?
Well, in our series, we have to run a medium tire. It can't be a soft. It has to be medium or a hard. Well, the track we were on, a lot of guys are putting hards on, but I usually save my tires pretty well, and I thought I could get by with a medium, and I was starting probably ninth or so I had to go right off the bat, and made it up to fourth place and passed a bunch of the big guys out there, and the caution came out, and my tires just sealed over, and I didn't have any traction coming off, and I just started going backwards and ended up finishing 12th.
You said, I made the wrong call, huh?
Yeah, that was my fault. I took that call.
But you have to try, don't you, Dean? I mean, you got to try to make it. And I guess, like you said, a lot of it depends where you're at, where you're starting, and what's happening to make those calls.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, now we know we're going to get a little harder tire next time we're at that track. But if we wouldn't have tried it, then who knows what? I mean, we ran a median the first time there, and still had left to finish fourth place, and still had a little bit at the end, and just this time it was a little different. The sprint cars were on the track, and they really made the track slick and hard. So.
It changed a lot. How many races have you won? You just won this past weekend, right?
Yeah, I won this weekend. This year I've won 4, probably my whole career I've probably won 15 or 16, I would say.
Wow, so you're doing great. How about sponsorship? Are the local drivers able to get the help? I mean, obviously, your dad being involved in racing and fabricators a huge help to you guys, but still, dollars, you still need dollars. How are you guys doing locally? I mean, you got a sharp-looking car. Looks like you have a lot of sponsorship on the car, but are you getting help with the car?
Yeah, I mean, every little bit helps. We picked up Viking rods this year. They helped us with all our high ends. We have Amsoil oil, which every time we change oil, they give us oil,
wow.
Some oil. Two brothers, they really helped us out this year with the parts and aluminum and stuff. Slavic decals. It's just, I mean, right now with the economy and stuff, it's hard to get a lot of sponsors, but I mean, we do get some, but we're always looking for something else,
It does.
We have a 8 to 5 job, and then we get over to the shop and race or work on that stuff.
Yeah, because you're working on the cars all day, right?
Exactly, yeah. I work in my fishing shop.
It's a lot of time around a race car. What's the weight on that car, by the way?
We have to weigh 2,400.
Okay.
That's the minimum you can weigh. My car, luckily, we're way underweight, so we can add a bunch of weight. We usually weigh 2,450.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. I mean, we got 50 pounds just a little bit over, so we got a lot to work with around there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car, and hey, congratulations on the great job this weekend, and congratulations, and we'd love to hear from the girls once in a while and seeing what you're doing. It's a great thing. Will you continue to keep on racing like your father got, well over 20-something years racing? You think you'll be able to continue on, Deana, if the dollars stay there?
That's the plan. I'd like to keep moving up. It's my 4th year in the modified. I've raced some ARC trucks last year. Team Wilson let me take their trucks out and raced probably 4 or 5 times on asphalt, so that was something new. I mean, right opportunities come, I'd like to keep moving up dirt late model, get some of the asphalt in there too.
Before I let you go, did you find the transition coming off dirt going on asphalt a lot better?
I thought it was it's a lot harder, I think, for coming from dirt to asphalt, because with the dirt, you're trying to take it into the turn as hard as you can and slam on the brakes and get it sideways. Well, my first race, I was going in there, and the car just kept pushing up on asphalt, and my dad asked me, where are you backing off? I said, the whole way in there. Well, everyone else was backing off like the flagman stand.
I guess it would be. You think you'd be able to get in, down the road? Would you want to get in to do some, ARCA, get into the Remax ARCA series and with the cars, the heavy cars?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I think every racer out there, they always want to be the best, and right now the best is in NASCAR. I would love to keep working my way up there. I mean, I love the dirt and stuff, so I would never. Hopefully I could get to NASCAR or race on asphalt and then go on the dirt and have some fun too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And how could people check it out? I know I tracked you down on Facebook. How do people track you down if they want to check out your Facebook and stuff?
We have a website too. It's www.deanagroves.com.
Okay.
We have a Facebook. It's Deana Groves Racing. We have that on Facebook.
Okay.
And I have a Twitter too. It's Deano, Deano. GRS2.
Okay. Hey, well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. And keep up with the good work. And we're gonna check back with you. I know you're going to wrap up a championship here soon, and we'll get back with you, Deana. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it here in Jacksonville.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
All right, you take care. Deana Groves. Check out her website, deanagroves.com. And cool-looking ride, man. It's definitely cool-looking. And good to see them girls get out there and do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's as big as deal as it used to be. People seem to say that. I mean, I know your girlfriend in NASCAR. I know that ain't ever going to stop. But I mean, having a girl in there, I like to see the girls get out there and compete and be competitive. And I was talking to one of the other guys that actually knows Deana, and they said that she's definitely can get up on the wheel and do it. And her father was a good. I remember he come down here and won some of these Winter Nationals and did a lot of racing.
Where's she out of, Tony?
They're out of Virginia. It's out of Morgantown, West Virginia.
Okay.
And I guess that's where she lives, and that's where she's from. And she went to Fairmount State University. But how about that, man? She works as a race car driver, drives a race car, and then as a chassis fabricator. How cool is that, man?
That's pretty sweet.
Work for your dad all day, working on the cars.
That's pretty cool. So I wonder if she's going to make it up to Eldora. I should have asked her.
Was their microphone off?
Well, it's hard for me to tell. I can't really hear myself, so I don't know if it's on or not.
What do you mean you can't hear yourself?
Yeah, it's not. That one's not working very good, actually.
No.
You may want to move it closer. I don't know if you can or not.
I don't know if it can go closer.
Get adjustments, fine.
That's supposed to get. Hello, Ted. Yeah, that's better. That's better.
That's much better.
Now you can hear yourself.
Yeah, now I can hear
myself. Well, it's bad when you're talking, you can't hear yourself, right?
Yeah.
Well,